What's up guys, Semi-mong here today, showing you my class that I use for hardcore kill confirmed, and just everything all about it, the perks, the score streaks, not the gun, because it's mainly based around everything but your gun, because that's the personal choice. So let's dive straight in with perk 1. I like to sort of keep with the speed, sort of keep low profile, so I use lightweight, get around the map, obviously move faster. Got all the others, low profile, flat jacket, overcharge, danger close, they've all got their merits. I mean, low profile is pretty useful, hiding from UAVs. Flat jacket's good in domination. If you use your exo ability a lot, overcharge is good, get more out of that. Danger close is brilliant for all varied game modes, but yeah, I like the speed, so I go with lightweight, zip around the map, get the kills, pick up the tags and move on. I mean, perk 2, I use cold blooded. I mean, there's other choices here. If I unlocked it, I would use fast hands, simply to use my exo launcher more, swapped my secondary if I had one equipped. But yeah, I use cold blooded, keep away from the snipers who've got thermal, or the people that are using target enhancers with their assault rifles. I mean, they're pretty common, a lot of people like to use them, but I like to use it in a lot of all my classes really. I mean, blind eye I don't really use. Peripherals has got its merits too, you can use that in other game modes. I don't really ever slide, so gung ho is pretty useless to me anyway. But as I said, fast hands is what I would use. Blind eye and peripherals are both viable options, but just not for me, I don't think. Move on to perk 3, I used hardwired compared to anything else. If it was equipped, I'd use hardlined. Simply because I can't get my score streaks because I'm that shit. But yeah, I use hardwired once again to sort of add on the protection of the class, make myself immune to a few more things, just like the previous perk where it hides me from the target enhancers. Here I'm immune to certain types of grenades, certain score streaks. Toughness I see is pretty useless in hardcore. You're dead in a few shots, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, blast suppressor, you're not really seen unless they have a UAV, so you're relying on the other team having a UAV there for your perk to be useful. I mean, that is a pretty big con, and if you do tend to run out of ammo, scavenger's pretty good. But as I said, if I unlocked it, hardline would be the one for me, just to help me get my score streaks easier, help out my team, get a bit more forward on the other team. Then we move on now to the exo ability. I mean, if you've read all of these, I think they're pretty self-explanatory. I mean, I like to use ping because I find myself in a situation where I'm shot, I run away, and I don't know where I've been shot from. So I can ping around, have a quick look, see if the enemy's close, and if they're not, run away. But hover I see is useless. I mean, you're leaving yourself vulnerable in the air, vulnerable to being shot down. If I had it, I'd use the trophy system. I mean, that's pretty useful, especially in domination, being able to run in and just have everyone else's grenades ping off you, not being able to explode, not being able to kill you. Mute device and stim I haven't really used. I mean, mute device would be good in search and rescue. Stimulation I can be seen, it's good in any game mode, but as I said, I've not really used it. Overclock, adding to the speed aspect of the class, I don't really use it as it doesn't really give that much of a whole speed aspect. I mean, shield and cloak are good for domination, cloak to sneak in, shield to just run in. But yeah, moving on to the exo launcher. I like the Semtex, and that's just personal preference. I usually use the spike tomahawk, which would be the spike drone in this, but I haven't unlocked it yet. I'm guessing the explosive drone is just like the C4, but I don't tend to pick my sort of grenade on the game mode. I like picking a Semtex, I like having it stick to the wall. Now moving on to score streaks, the lowest of them all actually is the care package compared to UAV. I like getting the care package. As you see, the bottom 4 I can't really hit them score streaks. I mean, people say put better odds on, but then you're hitting the 700 just like there, the bombing run and the Goliath. And I can't hit it, so if I'm putting extra 200 on the care package, then I'm just putting myself at risk again of not getting it. And then just like the UAV, I could put support on, but that's just adding a lot onto it. A lot more effort. I picked the missile strike because I like it from Modern Warfare 2, that sort of lot, the Predator missile. That is just a personal choice. Compared to the XS1 Vulcan with the same sort of score streak, requirements of 600. I don't really like that. I prefer the missile strike. As I said, I don't customise it because it adds on more points. But the highest of them all is actually the UAV with 950, but that's because I put the support on. I like having a UAV in hardcore, and I've got 2 extra personalisations on the scrambler to scramble the other UAV, the other enemy's map. So if they've got a UAV, just chuck yours out and it'll scramble theirs. And extra points to help towards my team get their score streaks. So yeah, I've got a good varied 3 score streaks there. And now moving on to the rest of the class, the wild cards. I've got a primary gunfighter equipped to have 3 attachments. Now that is a personal choice. I just like to have 2 grips, good sight that it can zoom in and get a good distance on the enemy, sort of across the map. I mean, you could have Perk 1 greed where you have lightweight and low profile, so you're sort of a ghost around the map, really fast, can't be seen by UAVs, but then I lose one of my grips. But I do tend to do this sometimes, sort of depending on how the night's going, who's playing. I don't have a secondary because I don't tend to use it. I mean, I tend to use a grenade launcher or rocket launcher, something along them lines, and domination. So I'll have a secondary equipped then. Or if I'm using a sniper rifle, I'll have a secondary equipped. But yeah, that's about it. So here's the class overview. If you want to pause it, that's fine. I mean, I've got assault rifle and submachine class for both domination and kill confirm. And I'll make a separate video for them, guys. So remember to like, share and subscribe for more videos coming soon. Thanks.